People in 3 different locations were all killed yesterday. Good day's Briella Tomassetti is live in Lower Manhattan, where people are saying, well, the suspect probably should not have been back on the street considering his not only arrest record, but his mental history. Right, Briella?
Yeah, both of those, Kurt and Rosanna, definitely a lengthy rap sheet, charges from different states, all a very bad combination for that man to be out on the streets. But that is what happened here yesterday. And police say that 51-year-old Ramon Rivera traveled on foot from Chelsea to the east side and then up to the United Nations. And chilling surveillance video, which you'll see in just a moment, shows him preparing for the grisly attacks, brandishing a large kitchen knife in the moments leading up to the chaos.
Ramon, what do you say to those victims' families?
The man accused of stabbing 3 people to death in Manhattan yesterday remained silent and held his head low as he was led out of the 10th precinct in handcuffs, even as reporters fired a barrage of questions at him. Police say 51-year-old Ramon Rivera, a mentally ill homeless man with 8 prior arrests, who now faces 3 separate murder charges, embarked on a crosstown rampage in the broad daylight.
Just walked up to them and began to attack them with the knives.
Surveillance video shows Rivera shortly before the attacks putting on a gray hooded sweatshirt, a hat, and a pair of gloves. He then pulls a knife out of his backpack and places it into his front pocket. According to detectives, his stabbing spree began just before 8:30 in the morning at West 19th Street and 8th Avenue in Chelsea. Rivera allegedly approached a 36-year-old construction worker, Angel Latalandi of Peekskill, and stabbed him in the abdomen. The victim was taken by ambulance to Bellevue Hospital, where he died from his injuries. 2 hours later, just before 10:30, Rivera stabbed a 68-year-old man multiple times on East 30th Street near the FDR Drive, who was fishing along the East River. That man also died at the hospital. Police say the final attack happened at 10:55 near the intersection of 42nd Street and 1st Avenue. That's where investigators allege Rivera stabbed 36-year-old Wilma Augustine of Manhattan in the chest and left arm. She was initially listed in critical condition at New York Presbyterian Weill Cornell Medical Center, but died hours later.
3 New Yorkers, unprovoked attacks that left us searching for answers on how something like this could happen.
Rivera was stopped by a hero cop just a few blocks away at 46th and 1st near the Turkish mission to the United Nations. A cab driver flagged down 17th Precinct Patrol Officer Robert Garvey and alerted him to a possible robbery. When Garvey apprehended Rivera, he recovered 2 kitchen knives covered in blood.
I just heard a commotion from where I was, stepped outside, heard what people were saying, and reacted. One
witness, Baha Biten, came face to face with Rivera and says he didn't resist arrest.
I saw this homeless guy walking with a purse, and then I saw this guy in the car telling him, stop, drop the bag, stop. And I told him to stop. It's not worth it. There's going to be cops up ahead.
And police sources told the New York Post that Rivera's arrest history includes 5 burglary charges dating back to December of last year. His most recent arrest is for a grand larceny. It happened just this past October, so last month. And now we wait outside Manhattan Criminal Court, where he could be arraigned as early as this morning. Rosanna and Kurt will send it on back to you.